So to create an email in MailMatch, I chose to use the Microsoft platform, which is Microsoft Word. So the first thing I've done is I'll open a blank or new document in Word. You can create the content of the email you want to send, but in my case, I already have the content. So I'm only going to just copy and paste it here, right? Minus a few things. I'm going to take out a few details because I'm going to create them afresh in my new email. So I have my content, my letter, my address and everything, and even my topic or title of invitation. But all these are things you can add as you go, all right? So the first thing I do is I go to mailings, I click on mailings, and I start the merge. Then I click email messages. So my email is created right there. And then of course, I'm going to save my email. I choose to save it on desktop because that's very quick to access. Using the first content there, 75 McBean, all right? Next, I'll go back again to mailings and I'll create my recipient list. Now, you can use an existing mail list. If you have one that's saved, you can click on it and connect it, right? But in my case, I'm choosing to start a mail list afresh, right? So I'm going back in the mailings, starting a new list, right? So everything starts from scratch. My title, the first recipient is there. So this is going to take a while. Yeah. All the details and sorry, there's a mistake there. That's supposed to be the title. So Mr. And then the email address of the first recipient. I'll do the next entry. Name of the company, email of the person, right? I'll do a third entry. Right, and so on and so forth. So when I do that, then I'm going to click OK. I'm going to save it as my nice list. Well, that's just for fun, right? Okay, my nice list is not working, so add something there just to give it a name, right? And then not found. Saving it in desktop, right? Okay. So we have now the content, we have the mail list, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the address block. I want it somewhere here. So somewhere here, the address block, because this is a formal invitation. So I'm going to put the address block over there. See how my address block would look to have the name, the company, and all, right? So I'll say, okay, my address block will be there. Next, I want my greeting line to be beneath the address block. So again, the way I would like it, I choose from this, I click on greeting line, I choose from this drop-down arrow. I want it to be dear so-and-so, right? For example, one address will be dear Mr. Buruna. So I'll click again, okay, and it gets saved. And those changes, I save them too, right? Basically, my email is done. So I check for any corrections here. I need to make a correction, grammatical errors and all. After I've done that, well, I'm going to save again just in case, right? I could preview the results, but from what I've seen so far so good. And this is an example of how my email is going to appear. I've checked for everything. So next, I'm going to just say finish, merge. Then I'm going to click on send email messages, right? So the email address of my person will appear. I'm going to save it in the HTML Hotmail format. I'll click on all because I want all of them to be formatted in this manner. If I choose any of these others, they'll pick a select few, right? Even though my list had just 3. Then I'm going to click on OK, and it's asking me, do you want to add a subject before you send your email? I already had the subject, so I'm not going to add. But in case you don't have a subject yet, you can add a subject. So I'll say send anyway, and the merge begins, right? And as it does, all I'm going to do now is to save my document, because if I need to use it, then it will be found and used. And I can show you that by clicking on it. It's in my desktop, right? It will come up and I will be asked, I'll be asked if I want to run it again, and all I'll do is click yes, and it will open the email so I can use it again. Basically, that's it. That's how you create an email in Merge, by following those very simple steps.